Welcome to a bonus edition of Behind the Mic. I'm Joe Reed. Later on, we'll have Michele Cobb's 2024 interview with the one and only Whoopi Goldberg, who won a 2025 Audie Award for her memoir, Bits and Pieces. Well, earlier this week, you heard Michele and I rave about the extraordinary speech that Whoopi gave when she accepted her award. It was a riveting moment. Well, I'm thrilled that we have a recording of Whoopi delivering that speech at the awards ceremony this past March. So sit back. Here is Whoopi Goldberg.
So, you all should know that I have probably each and every one of you in my phone because I have 10,000 Audible books. And the Kindle couldn't handle it. So we tried the phone, and so far it's working really well. But can I just tell you, you all do such extraordinary work. You do great work, and there's people like me. I grew up dyslexic, so hearing things read to me is heaven. So discovering that I could just keep buying books to listen to, this makes my life. And the fact that I'm in the room with you all who do this is so meaningful for me that I just want to say thank you. I just want to say thank you. And on the bad days or the days that grab you and try to choke and kill you, just remember that there are thousands of people whose lives you put in balance by what you do. So thank you so much for this. Thank y'all. Thank you. That's it. Thank you.
That was Whoopi Goldberg delivering her acceptance speech at the 2025 Audie Awards. She had just been awarded an Audie for her narration of her memoir, Bits and Pieces. And you can hear why there wasn't a dry eye in the house. This is Behind the Mic. And now, here's Michele Cobb's 2024 interview with Whoopi Goldberg. She talks to Michele about writing and then narrating her memoir, Bits and Pieces. It's a wonderful conversation, so enjoy it.
Welcome, everyone. I'm Michele Cobb, publisher of AudioFile magazine, which is the #1 source for audiobook reviews in the world. And I'm so excited for today's conversation with Whoopi Goldberg. She's going to be talking about her new memoir, Bits and Pieces, My Mother, My Brother, and Me. Thanks for joining us at AudioFile, Whoopi.
Thanks for allowing me to.
Well, I have to say, it was truly a delight to listen to you as a narrator because you sounded so relaxed and at ease. And I really appreciated that you had those natural reactions of laughter.
Yeah.
And amongst these laughs and happy times, there are definitely some harrowing moments, like when your mother had her mental health crisis. So I'm curious, what was it like when you're in the studio revisiting these memories and having to, work through that as you read?
Well, I have to tell you, the going through it was fairly easy because they're distant. These are all far from me. But part of the reason for the book was to sort of bring them a little closer so I could look at them again, because I discovered I started forgetting a lot of stuff having to do with my mother, my brother, and myself. And I said, if I don't do this, if I don't tell these stories, they could actually disappear. So I better try to remember to do some of this. But then I started having fun because it was like we had crazy times, but they were lots of fun. And I was never frightened. Do you know what I mean? I was never frightened. I knew the three of us were together so that we would be all right. That might also be why this was so difficult because it never occurred. I mean, eventually I knew my mom was going to pass. I knew. And the same with my brother. But I never expected them to go within, I don't know, he went 5 years. She's been gone, she's been gone 16 years. He's been gone 11. And so the things that were disappearing, like big chunks of stuff, and many dates are gone, like 1960, because that's why there's none of that in there, because I can't
Right.
remember them. I can't remember them. Sometimes I can't remember how old I am, but I have a kid who doesn't let me forget, so that works out. But I just, it was necessary for me to try to grasp onto something before it all went to hell in a handbasket.
Well, you actually talked in your introduction about you're not sure necessarily which memories are true and happened exactly, but despite that, you found so many wonderful specifics. So I wondered, how did you take yourself back to childhood to conjure up these memories? And, things like the World's Fair in Coney Island, they were described very well.
Well, I have to tell you, these places are emblazoned in my brain because I grew up here in New York. And
Right.
so because Coney Island is a big part of my life, and New York is still a big part of my life, it was easy to step back because you can ask other people, did this exist there, or did this not exist until here? And sometimes people say, actually, it existed in a different form there, and you knew it as blah, blah. Okay, I said that makes sense. So it was a lot of bits and pieces, and trying to put them together, and things that, you're never going to forget, like my mother kicking my behind because I lied about about going, cleaning up my room before I left. Now, I've told that story before, but over the years, my mother said, well, did you forget that this happened too during that? I was like, no. And the one thing that I wish that I had said to her that I don't know why I didn't. I wished I had said to her, so tell me, did you take the key? Because I think what happened was I left the key in the door.
Right.
And she might have come home early because she forgot something and saw the key was in the door and locked it and went on about her business and knew, because she knew. She knew. As soon as she saw the key in the door, she knew that chances are I did not do what I said I was going to do.
Well, your mom was quite a character, and she sounds like a lovely human.
She was one of those people where you don't know that they are sort of magical. Because we lived together, we were all together, we knew she was magical. We knew she could do things that no other folks seemed to be able to do. But I didn't realize until much later on, really where her resilience came from, and she made a decision she wasn't going to let anybody get her down. And they came pretty close to breaking her, but they didn't break her. But they freaked her out. They totally freaked her out. And, and then I discovered that she didn't know who I was when she came home. All those years you didn't know? She said, Karen, I did not know. And all I knew was I was never going back to the hospital. That's what I knew for sure. And so if they had said the sky is green and I looked up and saw it was blue, I would say, you're right, it's green. Whatever they said. And I said, well, how did you get to know us? She said, I got to know you through you. I said, wow, that threw me. That threw me. And then the idea that she never told anybody that she did that. She walked with that by herself. I really liked her. I really liked her a lot. And same with my brother. My brother is just one of those people who, for me, he'd walk down the street, I would hear the theme music, you know. He was
Yes.
just that kind of guy, you know. And really good and happy to be part of our world. I mean, he came first, you know, and their relationship was like wonderful to watch, you know, really wonderful to watch. And to be invited into that group, you know, my brother he might have had some, you know, trepidations, but I never knew it. Everything was, what you want to do, sis? You go, okay, we're doing this. And I felt safe and protected, you know.
And that spirit comes across so well in the book. So congratulations on writing it and recording it so beautifully.
Thank you.
That was Whoopi Goldberg in conversation with AudioFile publisher Michele Cobb. Whoopi won an Audie Award for her memoir, Bits and Pieces. This has been a bonus edition of Behind the Mic. Support for Behind the Mic comes from Dreamscape, an award-winning audiobook publisher with a catalog that includes authors L.J. Shen, Frida McFadden, and Katie Robert. Discover your next great listen at dreamscapepublishing.com. Behind the Mic is produced by Jessica Lockhart, Robin Witten, Michele Cobb, Stephen Cummings, Leslie Fine, Alan Minskoff, Alex Ritchie, Laura Rossi, and Kendra Winchester are our contributors. Jennifer Dow and Coco McCracken are our editors. And the music is William Ross Chernoff's Nomads 4-Way. And I'm your host, Joe Reed. Good listening.